Hi, my name is Jackie B, and this is my week 9 recap for my 52-week storytelling experiment. Should start off the week with good news, or start off the recap with good news, that I actually managed to do 5 things a day, every day, for the past week. I know that I said that I've been doing it for the past, or that I started it last video, so technically it should be 2 weeks, but I totally fell off the wagon Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of last week. I was supposed to submit to a literary magazine, and when I didn't, my confidence took a dive, and instead of doing the plans that I'd set out for myself, I ended up just kind of going, it all happens. So this week I actually managed to continually kind of kick myself in the butt and keep moving forward, which is important. Now, I did mention that I failed to do what I had said I was going to do, but I did manage to send out my story to a really good friend and my little sister, and they both gave me excellent advice as to how to move forward with my story. So every day this week, I've actually been working on advice that they gave me to make the story better. Now, what's awesome about finding them, and I suggest if you are a writer, you find people like I've found who are your target audience, and you get feedback directly from them, because it helps. They kind of see where you're going with your story much better than someone else would. Because I've done it before where I've given it to my parents or to friends, and I get back feedback, and because they love me, they'll say that they'll help me out, and they'll read it, and they do, and they'll like it, or maybe they won't like it, and they'll give me feedback, but the feedback is always based on where they want my story to go, and not based on either where I am trying to make the story go, or what I have in mind for my story, or what the characters, which are actually more important, what the characters are trying to get at. So this feedback that I got this past time was amazing, and I was able to work with it and go forward, and I'm very excited. And yeah, so that's been my week this week. Another little note about the research that I've been doing, I set the bar significantly lower than what I normally do. Normally, I research until I am, blue in the face. I can research all day, all night. It's amazing. It's so fun. And this time I actually set the bar rather low. Every day I researched one specific thing. I didn't do an extensive, all-encompassing amount of research. I used Wikipedia and read the Wikipedia pages to kind of give myself a basis and kind of pick one and go in depth with, instead of kind of trying to go in depth with everything, which makes research last forever. And research is so fun because you can do as much as you want and you don't have to produce, and you're still considered productive. Unfortunately, as a writer, I have to produce things called stories in order to be considered productive, which is fine. I mean, it's what I want to do for reals, so something I'll have to live with. But I set very strict limits on my research, so every day I had to hit a research milestone that I set the bar much lower than I normally would have. Instead of spending hours on one specific topic, I spent, 10 minutes on each thing, totaling up to about an hour and a half, and then spending another hour just on one specific subset of that topic that I'd found that worked perfectly. You don't need to, as my friend was saying, she's like, you don't need to be so historically accurate that it gets in the way of the story. This is historical fiction, and in my case it's actually supernatural historical fiction, so I've got a little bit of leeway, and I should go with it. So yeah, that's been my week. Thank you guys for coming along. This has worked out fabulously. I hope that all weeks end up going this well, and I hope to see you guys next video.